everyone, welcome back. Those that are new, welcome. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscribes. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Those who haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now today I'm going to be looking into the Chad Daybell trial. I have been watching it, and the coroner was just on the witness stand yesterday, I believe. And I'd like to see what the jury thought of that. Whether or not the coroner's report is actually correct, and whether or not Chad did have anything to do with Tammy, his wife's death. Now, it was first concluded that she passed away in her sleep because she had poor health. And then they exhumed her body and come up with a conclusion that it was homicide due to asphyxiation. So I'd like to know what happened here. What was Chad's involvement in Tammy's passing, if any, please? Okay, we're starting off with the Knight of Coins. We have the Lovers. We have the Page of Coins. Oh. Okay, we have the Moon in reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, well, straight up I see the Lovers here. I believe that that is showing Chad's interest in Laurie at the time. The Lovers talks about a choice of two. So I believe that this is showing Laurie's come up here. And with the Knight of Coins, it looks like to me that he's handing out a pentacle here. It's like he has been poisoning Tammy for a long time. Like slowly poisoning her. As well as with the Page of Coins here. Offering. Having an effect. A cause and effect here. But the lies and illusions were illuminated with the Moon in reverse. And with the Wheel in reverse shows the bad turn of events. So I believe that this is when they've exhumed her body, and then the truth was unraveled here, or some things that were hidden were unraveled. They realized that things were hidden, things weren't all what they seemed, he was lying. And that's what this bad turn of events was. What caused this bad turn of events was her body being exhumed. Now, I know they said it's asphyxiation, but here it looks like he'd been poisoning her. So I will be clarifying. With the Circle of Life Tarot. Was he poisoning her, or did he... Well, they're saying homicide by asphyxiation. Give me more on this Knight of Coins, please. More on this Knight of Coins. Yep. Six of Coins. I don't read these in reverse. Six of Coins. That's like an equal give and take. That's like giving someone something. It's also like breadcrumbing somebody. I believe he has been giving her little bits of poison for a while. Breadcrumbing, giving her the poison over a period of time. Okay, give me the Lovers. The Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant talks about the group identification. Him, that's who he believed he was, the Hierophant. The educator, he thought he was some sort of god, starting up his own religion. On top of the Lovers card. So it was because of how he was feeling for Laurie, he's done this. Laurie, however you say her name. It's because of how he was feeling for her. He wanted to be with Laurie. Laurie worshipped him as a god. And it was like a group effort. See, this is to do with religion as well. So I believe he believed that that Tammy was becoming dark or was a zombie. And that was their way of believing that these people needed to pass away. So he definitely did have, he was involved, just not sure whether it was asphyxiation. We have the Hermit at home, yep. A cause and effect at home. So feeding her at home. All in the comfort of his own home. Why is this Moon in reverse? Oh, okay. Yep, we have the Star. He was exposed. This exposed him. They exhumed her body and he was exposed. They knew that she didn't die of natural causes. But they didn't pick up on what he'd been feeding her, what he'd been poisoning her with. I do believe that they thought that it was unusual that she, when they did exhume her body, that her chest was still, or lungs were still all full of foam. But they haven't picked up on him poisoning her. I believe he's poisoned her over a long period of time, something undetected. So the body was exhumed. Everything was illuminated and exposed. So he did go down for the murder. Give me more. Why is this wheel in reverse? Ace of coins. I'm taking the coins as the poison here. She had a bad turn because of the poison he was giving her. But they haven't picked up on it. They did not pick up on the poison. He's poisoned her. Now, I don't know, for the people that are watching the trial, they would have seen the defence, his defence attorney prior. He is a ruthless man. Does a good job for the defence. I'd just like to know whether or not he planted any doubts First of all, I might go into the coroner's report. Was the coroner's report correct? Was the coroner's report correct? Were their findings correct about asphyxiation? Because although he may have been poisoning her over time, she may have had a bad reaction to it, but I still don't see the asphyxiation at the moment. Let's just see. Were the coroner's findings correct? We have the Empress, which is the victim. That would be Tammy. We have the Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away. It also talks about a deeper meaning and weariness. We have the Seven of Cups, which talks about illusions, delusions, all that glitters is not gold, options. Two of Wands at a crossroads, and we have the Hierophant there again. I believe that poisoning may have been on their mind, but they didn't pick up anything in the toxicology report, so they abandoned that thought and went with the asphyxiation. So whatever he has given her, they either don't test for or is undetected. But they certainly knew that something wasn't right about her death, and it was a homicide. So give me more on the Empress. We have the Eight of Cups again. They knew there was more to it. A deeper meaning. Weariness. Talks about walking away, searching for a deeper meaning. It's like they abandoned the thought of him poisoning her because it didn't come up. Well, they couldn't prove it. More on the Eight of Cups. Yeah, Two of Coins. Yeah, they were juggling. They were juggling all their options, trying to find what happened to her. They were looking at a couple of options here, a few options. They did have a few options, but they went with the asphyxiation. Give me more on the Seven of Cups. Eight of Swords. Restricted. Confusion. Powerlessness, yeah. Yeah, it did cause a lot of confusion because I believe that they also believed she was poisoned, but they couldn't detect it. They couldn't detect it. Give me more on the Two of Wands. Yep, Two of Cups. Two of Wands talks about being at the crossroads, trying to make that decision, and the Two of Cups means coming to a decision, calling a truce. Okay, this is what we're going to call it. This is what we're going to do. With the restriction here too, the restriction card, the Eight of Swords, that could also be showing that he did restrict her in some way, whether it was by smothering her. So it's possible that she did have she woke up during the night having a bad reaction to what he's been poisoning her with. And he's just made sure that she may have woke up during the night choking on her own vomit. On her own foam. She may have started foaming from the mouth, and that's when he's restricted her. So that she would pass away. There was a tea towel, or a kitchen towel you'd call it. We call it a tea towel. Next to her bed with foam on it. He was saying that he wiped her face. Perhaps that's what's happened. She started foaming from the mouth from all the poison he's been given her, and he's held her down by the tea towel, or put the tea towel over her face so that she would choke on it. More on the Hierophant. Two have come out. Yeah. We have the Queen of Coins, which is normally my Lady of the House card, and the Ten of Swords. And look at this one. With his cross at the end of the bed. And she's got her hands up, trying to protect herself from this person with the cross. This is where he's ended her life. It's like he's trying to cast out the evil spirits, like some sort of exorcism. I don't know whether you can see that. And that's how he's ended her life. Okay, I'll just move these up. I need to know was the defense successful in putting doubt into the minds of the jurors over the coroner's report? Was he successful in putting doubt into the jurors' minds over the coroner's report? Queen of Coins in reverse. Oh boy. Oh boy, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. We have everything. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And we have the Emperor. This doesn't look good. Now with the Queen of Coins in reverse, that's showing me that they were looking at her not so resourceful, not so trustworthy. We have Three of Swords in reverse, which is a betrayal. Three of Cups in reverse is the party's over. Two of Swords in reverse. That is coming. The Two of Swords upright is confusion. You've got the blindfold on. You need to make a decision, but you are avoiding making the decision. In the reverse, they made the decision. And we have the Emperor, authority, regulation, structure, so they may believe that. Okay, so something was put that, or Pryor put it, that she basically come to this conclusion after after she spoke to authority, after the body was exhumed. She spoke to authorities about Laurie Vello and Alex Cox and everything that was going on there, and how Chad Daybell was involved with all of that. I believe that he has planted some sort of doubt in the jury's minds here. It's like they're believing that she only come to that conclusion after she spoke to the authorities, because her first conclusion was that Tammy passed away by natural causes. Give me more. We'll just clarify. Queen of Coins in reverse. Not trustworthy, not resourceful. Four of Wands speaks about the house. Six of Wands speaks about acknowledgement, a victory over the jury. Okay, why is this Three of Swords in reverse for the jury's energies? Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Cups. I believe the defense are getting what they wished for here by planting doubt into the minds of the jurors over his involvement with Tammy's death. Three of Cups in reverse. Seven of Swords. Yeah, liar, still a cheater. Deception card. They believed that she was being deceiving. Give me more on the Two of Swords in reverse. Seven of Wands, that's the defense. That's showing the defense. Caught off guard. Aggression, gee. He really was aggressive towards her, I must say. And she may have been caught off guard by a lot of the questions that he was asking. But it looks like he has been successful in discrediting her. Give me more on this Emperor. We have the Strength card. Now, the Strength card to me talks about keeping your mouth shut, taming the beast, having patience. It's about control. I believe that, once again, I believe that the jury believe that the authorities, which we're talking about law enforcement, have controlled her narrative of the findings. At this time. So unless other things come up at the moment, they are doubting that it is beyond a reasonable doubt that Chad had anything to do with Tammy's death. But by these cards, he'd been poisoning her for a long time. He'd done it because he wanted to be with Laurie. They didn't pick up on the poison, although they may have believed the same thing, but they could not find any evidence to support that. But they do believe. So I do believe that she started gagging on the foam that was coming from the poison that he poisoned her with, and he has overpowered her there. He's overpowered her and he suffocated her while she was choking on the foam. That's what I believe has happened here. And because Pryor was so ruthless and so confident that there was no evidence at all that she had been strangled or suffocated, or well, she didn't have any marks on her neck or on her face. He really has discredited the coroner's report here in the jury's eyes. So the prosecution are going to have to come up with a lot more to convince the jury now about Tammy's passing away. I shall leave the reading there. Love and light.